Most people hope to put a little money aside in their lifetime so that they can retire comfortably. But for the world's most elite class, it's easy to make billions of dollars in a single day. This causes their ranks to change on a daily basis. Today, we're counting down the top 25 richest people in the world. Number 25. Tadashi Yanai. Tadashi Yanai is the richest person in Japan with a personal fortune of $49.3 billion. You may know him as the founder of fast fashion sensation Uniqlo. The brand has more than 2,000 stores spread across 20 different countries. Considering he still has a 46% stake in the company, he will continue to cash checks from Uniqlo even though he has stepped down from his official duties. Number 24. Phil Knight. You may know Phil Knight as the co-founder of Nike. He took the apparel and sneaker brand from a small business to a massive multinational corporation with stores all over the world. Knight has a net worth of $51.9 billion, making him the 24th richest overall. And this is even after giving billions of dollars to his alma mater, the University of Oregon. Just like me, Mr. Knight is getting a bit older and stays active with philanthropy. Number 23. Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg gained notoriety after he ran for president in 2020, but he was already a well-known figure because he had served as the mayor of New York City for many years and made money through the stock market and his media empire. Despite spending many millions of dollars on his presidential campaign, Bloomberg still has a fortune of $54.9 billion. His business, in which he still owns an 88% stake, makes more than $10 billion annually. Number 22. Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie Scott is the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos. Her separation from Mr. Bezos resulted in the most expensive divorce in history, and Mackenzie ended up with $38 billion. Mrs. Bezos was appalled to see people suffering during the COVID-19 pandemic and gave away more than $4.1 billion for food and shelter during 2020 alone. Despite this, her shares in Amazon increased exponentially, giving her a net worth of $56.6 billion. Number 21. Jack Ma. Jack Ma is the CEO and founder of Alibaba, a massive Chinese conglomerate whose flagship business is an e-commerce platform that some consider to be the Chinese equivalent of Amazon. With a personal net worth of $61.2 billion, he is the 21st wealthiest person on Earth. This is despite a tumultuous year as the Chinese government began to antagonize Alibaba and other major businesses. Back in 2014, Alibaba set the world record for the largest initial public offering, or IPO, with $25 billion. This catapulted Jack Ma onto the top of the billionaires list, and he hasn't looked back since. Number 20. Carlos Slim. Imagine if the grocery store, the cell phone provider, and the biggest national construction conglomerate were all owned by the same company. No matter where you shop, you're still supporting the same business. Well, that's essentially the situation in Mexico, where one of the world's richest people, Carlos Slim Helú, resides. This helped him maintain a fortune of $68.3 billion. The 81-year-old is still adding to his sizable portfolio, and his wealth will only continue to grow. Number 19. Rob Walton. The Waltons lend their name to the legendary discount good chains Walmart. Walmart is the largest private employer in the world, with 2.3 million employees. Though they have struggled in recent years to keep up with Amazon, the company is still a major contender in the retail scene. Rob Walton is one of Walmart's heirs, with a fortune of $64.2 billion. He succeeded his father as CEO when he passed away in 1992. Number 18. Jim Walton. The next of the Walton siblings is Jim Walton. He is the youngest of the siblings and decided to get involved with the financial arm of the company. Specifically, he runs the family's Harvest Bank, which has more than $16 billion in assets. He has been involved in political campaigning over the years, but mostly shies away from the spotlight. After serving on the Walmart board for more than a decade, he has stepped down, but not before before accruing a fortune of $64.5 billion. Number 17. Alice Walton. Alice Walton is the last of the heirs to the Walmart fortune. However, she spends most of their time focusing on fine art. She decided to remain financially invested in Walmart while ignoring the day-to-day tedium of the company. Walton purchased her first piece of art when she was about 10 years old. Her collection now includes pieces by Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, and Mark Rothko. She is the second richest woman in the world with $64.7 billion. This makes her the richest out of the Walton clan, despite the fact that she has never worked directly for Walmart. Number 16. Colin Zhang Wang. Colin Zhang Wang is the founder of online discounter Pinduoduo, one of the biggest e-commerce sites in China. Although he works and lives in China, Huang interned with Microsoft in 2014 before starting a career with Google. His knowledge of the tech world helped him gain a massive fortune of $67.8 billion. Number 15. Ma Huateng. Ma Huateng, also known as Pony Ma, is the CEO of Tencent Holdings, a Chinese tech behemoth that he co-founded in 1998 after surviving the dot-com bubble. Pony Ma's patience has been rewarded with a fabulous fortune of $69.1 billion. Number 14. Amancio Ortega. Amancio Ortega is another figure who remains in the shadows, though his products are everywhere. He was the founder of Interdex, which includes fast fashion chains such as Zara, Pull & Bear, Massimo Dutti, Bershka, Stradivarius, Oysho, and U2Q. The reclusive business magnate is worth $74.6 billion, making him number 14 on our countdown. Number 13. Francois Bettencourt Myers. Francois Bettencourt Myers is the richest woman in the world, but just like Alice Walton, she inherited her fortune. She gained her billions from her grandfather, L'Oreal founder Eugene Schuler. She still lives in France, though she has vacation homes all over the world. Her net worth is an astounding $75.4 billion. Number 12. Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh Ambani is the wealthiest person in India and the 12th wealthiest overall. The Yemeni-born Indian business mogul is the chairman and managing director of the Indian conglomerate Reliance Industries Limited, or RIL, the foremost company of the Indian energy and materials conglomerate Reliance Group. He is worth $78 billion, which helped him to purchase Antilia, the most expensive and extravagant home in the world. Number 11. Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer is an American businessman who served as the CEO of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014. As a college friend of Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, Ballmer was one of the early employees of the company. In fact, he was the first business manager hired by Gates. This friendship paid off, and Ballmer is now worth $78.8 billion. Number 10. Sergey Brin. Sergey Brin co-founded the world's most used website with Larry Page in 1998. That's right, Brin is one of the masterminds behind Google. He now serves as the president of Google's parent company, Alphabet. He just cracked the top 10 with a fortune of $87.6 billion. Number 9. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is the founder and CEO of Oracle Corporation, and he is also a major investor in Tesla. If you ask me, he is part of two of the most successful companies of all time. But Ellison struggled to get his business running for many years back in the 80s. His $88.5 billion fortune is nothing but proof that it pays to follow your dreams. Number 8. Zhong Shanshan. Coming in at number 8 is Zhong Shanshan, currently the richest man in China. He is a recent addition to the richest list, but he is worth an amazing $89.9 billion. Surprisingly, Shanshan did not make his fortune through finance or technology. Instead, he is the CEO of Nongfu Spring, a bottled water company that listed in Hong Kong in September of 2020. Number 7. Larry Page. Larry Page co-founded Google with Sergey Brin. He now sits on the board of its parent company, Alphabet. Page is the genius behind Google's PageRank algorithm that powers the wildly popular search engine. That brilliance earned Mr. Page a fortune of $90.3 billion. Number 6. Warren Buffett. With $93.1 billion, Warren Buffett has more than $1 billion for each of his 91 years of age. Despite giving more than $41 billion away, Buffett is still the 6th richest person in the world. He made his billions as a strategic investor who changed the way the world sees the stock market with his company Berkshire Hathaway. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg. Everyone knows the story of Mark Zuckerberg starting Facebook in his dorm room at Harvard in 2004. Though I'm a bit too old for social media, everyone seems to love Facebook's subsidiaries like WhatsApp and Instagram, and all this popularity is serving Mr. Zuckerberg quite well because he is worth $95.9 billion. Number 4. Bill Gates. Though he focuses more on philanthropy these days, Bill Gates is famous for founding Microsoft in 1975. Even though he is determined to give away his fortune during his lifetime, Gates still has a net worth of $123 billion, making him the 4th richest overall. Number 3. Bernard Arnault. You may not have heard of Bernard Arnault, but you've certainly seen his products sported by everyone, celebrities and ultra-wealthy clientele all over the world. The luxury group he oversees, LVMH, is the parent company of brands like Louis Vuitton, Moet & Chandon, and Hennessy Cognac. Arnault controls about half of LVMH, which has made him a fortune of $158 billion. Number 2. Elon Musk. Elon Musk has had a terrific year. He gained over $150 billion in under 12 months and is now positioned in 2nd place after briefly holding the title of the world's wealthiest person. He has an astronomical net worth of $174 billion due to his electric car company Tesla and other ventures like SpaceX, The Boring Company, and many others. Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is a household name, and his company Amazon is popular all over the world. The e-commerce giant got its start selling books online, but now it's one of the most powerful companies on Earth. Despite losing a huge portion of his wealth in a divorce, Bezos is worth $187 billion, meaning he is currently the richest person on Earth by quite the margin. So, there you have it, the 25 richest people on the planet. How long do you think Jeff Bezos will be able to hold his spot? And how soon do you think Elon Musk will take over? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And as always, I'm Mr. Luxury. Pip pip to doodly doo.